Hey everybody, welcome back to another live stream. Before we get into the show, which will begin in a moment, I wanted to let you know that if you have any questions throughout the stream, remember you can always ask them on our website. We have a live chat support ready and able to help you. My team there is available if you have any questions about any of our products, services, or just have a question for fun. Check it out. Link will be down below in the description.
The stream will be starting shortly, but while you wait, you can check out our sponsors 8cap, Forex Tester, and Superfunded. You can find the links to them down in the description below.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another live stream. Before we get into the show, which will begin in a moment, I wanted to let you know that if you have any questions throughout the stream, remember you can always ask them on our website. We have a live chat support ready and able to help you. My team there is available if you have any questions about any of our products, services, or just have a question for fun. Check it out. Link will be down below in the description. All right, guys, welcome back to another live stream, and we are into it. What's up, James? Welcome back.
What's
for
up?
your
What's
second
up?
stream as well. I think it's our first time doing 2 streams in a day in a long time.
Yeah, I know sometimes you'll do like a Forex Tester sponsored stream in the morning and then jump right into, the normal daily stream. But as far as a morning and an afternoon stream, that's unprecedented.
Yeah, we are hard at work for you guys here today in the audience. Thank you for being here for a second stream. Many of you guys, is going to be your second stream watching with us as well. Jason is in the chat. He was here earlier. Anybody else who was here earlier, let us know. Yeah. So James, what's the gathering for? What are we here for?
So we are here for FOMC meeting minutes here happening in about 15 minutes. The FOMC report obviously came out last month, and this is going to be kind of the details, what went into that interest rate decision last month. But of course, this morning we also had CPI. That's why we're saying that we're doing the double stream today, is because we have our normal morning stream where we went over the CPI numbers, came out even lower than expected, really surprising. Originally forecasted for 5.1%, you can see right here, actually came out lower than that at 5%, caused the dollar to absolutely plummet. Dollar tanked, gold and indices went up. Monthly CPI showed up lower than expected as well, and core CPI as expected at 0.14%. But that wasn't the only thing that happened today. We also had the Bank of Canada release their new monetary policy statement. Their interest rates remained unchanged at 4.5%. That was as expected, and I believe that caused a little spike, not quite as far down as the dollar dropped, but the Canadian dollar, small spike towards the upside, I believe, after that. And then here we are coming up in, like I said, about 15 minutes, 2 p.m. Eastern time over here, FOMC meeting minutes about to happen. And you know what? That's not even everything that's happening. We still have Australian unemployment rates coming 9:30 tonight. So today is just such a packed news day that we had to do 2 streams. We just had to.
Absolutely. Yeah. And again, shout out to James, yourself, and Chandler on the back end, getting all these streams set up and ready for us. Guys, let me know, do you guys like the new format? We are back to one of our older streaming softwares with a twist. We've got some new features added here, and I think it looks really good.
The
I love
twist being HD camera quality.
HD camera quality. We look and sound a little bit better. Hey, and there's a moving background, which, that's worth the entire switch by itself, which is fun. So yeah, thanks James for that filling us in on that. What we'll do now is we'll pivot. We'll take a look at some charts, and we'll say goodbye to James for now. We might see him a little bit later. Thanks for hopping on, James. We'll see you back soon. All right, so taking a look here at the charts, guys. GJ still running hot, and this is a trade that we shared inside of the Discord here. Continue to hold on to this one. It seems like a year ago when I first entered this trade, because this thing has been so volatile. Look at this. We are back to the highs after a significant dip. We entered into the trade back in this area. Price just shot to the moon here and has since just it came right back. And look at this, guys. We narrowly missed getting stopped out with our trailing stop loss before price rocketed back to the highs. Really impressive move there for the pound yen bulls. If you're in on this trade with me here, then congratulations. It's been awesome so far. We've been able to lock in a good profit on this, floating about $538 on this trade. And of course, guys, we still have that S&P 500 trade from earlier, though, it was challenged a little bit. So here is the S&P trade. We're up about 280 on this trade at this point. We initially entered a couple days back, shared this one inside of the Discord as well. And so far looking pretty good on this one as well. Now, again, today we have FOMC meeting minutes, which will impact probably both of my trades. Earlier, GBPJPY was impacted negatively by the CPI number, but bounced back resiliently as that yen just could not catch a bit, it seems. So sometimes you got to get back to the basics. Absolutely. And man, it actually feels great to be back on StreamYard is the software that we use. It's a lot easier in many ways for everyone on the team side. So, and I think it also ends up looking really nice for you guys as an audience. They added some really cool features. They made it so that we can set up our own camera settings and where we want to put ourselves on the screen. And I think it looks a lot better. Anyways, we've got some charts to take a look at, guys. Let's see what all that carnage with gold earlier. How did it end up going? Well, you can see here, this thing fell apart. Now, let me give you guys a little bit of clarity as to why post-event earlier, gold saw a little bit of a retreat, and several markets did end up reversing their gains or their losses. Well, here's the thing. The event itself caused this big spike to the upside on gold, and it reversed because market is waiting for the meeting minutes, which come out shortly. So we will be paying attention to that here together as an audience, and watching to see what that release brings, what those meeting minutes deliver for us, and we'll be covering it here for you guys as well. So if you guys, if you watch this gold move, again, we popped and we dropped immediately, but notably, I don't see anything structurally damaged here when it comes to this upward trend. You can see, sure, the 4-hour chart is very volatile, but the overall picture to gold is still strong. And I would actually argue still looks like it's an opportunity to buy on dips. So today, with the meeting minutes coming out, if we do happen to see a pretty good sized volatility move that gets us back down to like 2000s, I'm interested in possibly getting back into my long idea that we've had on this one for a little bit. Let me show you guys something in terms of the smart money tracker on the edge finder. I want to see if I can get this. There we go. So take a look at this with me here, guys. And what you can see is that in terms of the edge finder, gold is still very heavily one of the favorites when it comes to institutional buying interest right now. And we can actually narrow that focus even more when we take a look at the gold contracts specifically. What you'll notice is that in terms of long contracts, there's 200, and by the way, guys, this is the futures market. So we've got 266,000 long contracts open on gold as of the most recent reporting, with an increase of 21,000 in the most recent update. Now, in terms of short contracts, we've got about 71,000 and a slight increase in short contracts. But the point here is that still vastly outpaces on the long side vastly outpaces the short side, which shows that institutional interest is heavily favoring being on the side of the bulls. Now, so when I look at XAUUSD, when I look at gold, I'm looking for that opportunity to pick up gold on a retest, and that would be part of my trading analysis. By the way, guys, if you do not have access to the Edge Finder, let me take a quick moment to pause and let you guys know about our sale that is going on right now. If you want to lock in the best price ever on our software, if you've been watching the streams for a while, here's how you can do it. We're going to drop a link in the chat right now for you, where you can actually go chat with one of our support reps here at A1 Trading. So if you click this link, what it's going to do is it's going to open up a chat icon so that you can have a conversation with one of us. If you hit this chat now button and click tell me about your discounts, if you've been thinking about getting access to the COT data that we deliver, the smart money tracker, the retail sentiment, the bank signals, seasonal trends, GDP numbers, inflation, unemployment, interest rates, if you want the same tools that I use to do all my analysis, you can get access to them today for a absolutely massive discount while we're here live. What you do is click that link, click tell me about your discounts. The link is right here. This is what it looks like. I'm blocked, but behind here you can see me. I'm directing to this link here on the screen. Click that link. It's in the chat right now. And that link will take you to a point where you can have a conversation with one of our representatives here at A1 Trading. Just click tell me about your discounts and someone from our team will get you hooked up. I'm watching gold here off the list. I'm also watching the yen here. And again, if you notice that I am very short biased on the yen right now because I showed you that trade earlier, that GJ trade, GBPJPY. We'll pull this one up. I'm sorry, let me make sure I get the right stuff going. There we go. So this is part of the reason I took the trade is we analyzed the smart money positioning. We saw, hey, look, the institutional money is long, well, not necessarily long, but less short on the pound and very, very short bias on the Japanese yen, right? Shahid says, is it workable on a mobile phone? Yes, it is. It is available if you're looking for that. So yeah, if you're talking about the Edge Finder, yes. Gold up or gold down. I'm not going to tell you where the spike goes because I don't know where the spike goes. But overall, I do have a bullish bias when it comes to the gold market. I've been looking for opportunities to buy dips. So if we get some volatility here today, I will be looking to do that myself, possibly back into the 2000s to 1990s level. I'm interested in possibly picking up gold on the long side, going off of the momentum here. I wouldn't necessarily, actually, I definitely personally don't believe that there's a short opportunity here. Sure, there are going to be traders who disagree with me, and they might even be right in some cases. But overall, we've been bullish on gold, and it's been a great trade. So I've caught 2 or 3 different long trades on the gold market, and I'm looking to see if I can catch another if we get that opportunity. So yeah, give us a like, yes, please. If you're enjoying the stream, hit that like button, and you can help out the channel here. So let's see, what else can we take a look at? So wow, I caught pound dollar at fib 61.8 long, and I'm at 6K in profit. Pound USD, wow, that's a big move there. If you caught that, look at this, guys. This chart just did not quit. It kept going here. You can see we targeted in terms of this move to the downside. We were pointing out that if this cracks, it could lean to an upside. Now, why would this be the case? Well, the Federal Reserve, especially with today's volatility, guys, the CPI number came out lower than expected, showing some cooling in the inflation department. That may give the Federal Reserve some room to be a little bit more hesitant or possibly even dovish by the end of the year. That caused the pound to absolutely go parabolic. And I think that it still has room to run. Of course, we'll have to see what the meeting minutes bring us. But overall, I would say that pullbacks on things like the pound USD still look good for bullish opportunities. This thing has been on a rocket ship recently. And until it breaks structure, it still looks very, very bullish to me overall. Is SPX500? Let's take a look. So yeah, so I'm still long the S&P. So I picked up this trade literally at the blue line, and I wish all of my trades looked this good because they do not. But I'll show you. I am long S&P 500. Here is my position on the S&P. It's not a giant trade. It's a pretty small trade, but I'm up almost $300 on this one, and then up about $550 on GJ. So a good little trade so far the last couple of days. So yeah. And in terms of the S&P 500. It's going to be very interesting to see if we're actually able to, if we get something bullish, if we get something slightly dovish or even remotely dovish, the S&P 500 could totally rally past the previous highs. I think that you had some consolidation prior to after the big event that we had this morning. You saw prices sort of normalize and calm down, probably in anticipation for the upcoming event, the FOMC meeting minutes, which will cause for sure some volatility on that front. So we'll keep an eye on that one, looking for, again, a breakout here today. If I'm If I'm honest, I actually even like the idea of potentially adding to an S&P 500 long if the technicals make sense. If we get that break, if we get that retest, it could be an opportunity to look for more upside there on the S&P. So that would be my take on it. If I take a look at the S&P's specific the S&P specific chart. What this does, it shows us all the different signals that the Edge Finder has for us, and it's giving us a +3 score. +3 alludes to all the different scoring mechanisms that you can see on your screen right now, and this is giving us an idea, right? So they had COT data is not super bullish. Actually, it's pretty bearish. However, retail sentiment, the crowd is shorting. If you take a look at seasonal trends, it's positive. If you take a look at the trend to the upside, it's good. And yeah, I mean, overall, we get a +3. So that is enough of a bullish indication for me to look for possible long trade setups on the S&P 500. Let's see what else we can find in terms of charts. And again, remember, guys, if you missed the chat earlier, one more time, in case you are interested in getting access to the Edge Finder, we are doing our 1-year anniversary sale. Right now, you can get 40+% off. If you message us, you can get even more % off. If you want to get access to the Edge Finder, our software, click that link that's been dropped in the chat right there, right in front of my face. Click that link in the chat and click tell me about your discounts. And then that will connect you with one of our representatives here who can get you hooked up with the software for the best price of the entire year while it lasts. Let's see in the watch list if there's anything of interest. Guys, we've got just a couple minutes here until the meeting minutes drops. And we'll keep an eye on that and see what we can find. And yeah, so GJ still on the buy signal. Again, part of the reason why I am currently long is GJ is still up there on the list. It met my criteria for entries, and I am currently still long. In terms of sell opportunities, Aussie dollar, let's go take a look, see what's going on with the Australian dollar. And you've got sort of a nice little rejection here. Here's your daily chart. This market seems to be generally moving to the downside, though lifted a little bit here today with all the dollar weakness, right? Dollar weakness would give way to a little bit more pushback on the Aussie, but the Aussie itself is still very weak. Hence why, you know, when you look at it, for example, Euro's flying high. It's because the euro is strong versus the dollar. When we look at the Aussie is weak against the dollar, and the dollar is also weak. So it's kind of two losers just battling it out. Whereas you have things like pound yen is an example of one currency that's killing it and one currency that's getting beat up. And that's what we generally, when I'm trading currencies, what I tend to like to focus on is strength versus weakness kind of things, which we talk about often on the channel. So guys, we've got 2 minutes here, and we'll see what's going on in terms of GJ. Tommy says, Nick, can you show me your position so I can do the opposite? Hey, you know, if you want to do what you want to do your thing. I'm not here to advise one way or the other. I'm just sharing my thoughts. I'm currently still long GJ and still long S&P. Both of those trades are floating pretty good in profit. So we'll see if we can ride that a little bit further. I would like to trail stops, to be honest with you guys. If you're watching GJ with me, especially those of you guys inside of the Discord, goal here is to see if we can break this level. We're very close. If this level gets broken, I'm looking to try and trail stops further. So again, there's my GJ trade. The idea would be I'll send out an alert if I do decide to trail stops further. So long GJ and long SPX500, both of those are on the watch list here today. So or on the to-do list, I guess, to see if we can trail stops further. At this point, we're just in trade management with both positions. If we're able to pop above, I will probably move my stop loss at least up into like the 165.80s. That would be a nice spot, I think, to at least begin to move stops further. So what's your gold bias? Bullish overall. Thanks, Jayla, for backing me up. And Jayla, you were nice to me earlier. I appreciate you backing me up. A lot of you guys were super nice when we had a little bit of some haters coming into the chat. I don't want to call them haters. There was a guy who had a good question. It was just a little challenging. I was like, hey, and a lot of you guys really supported me. So thank you for that. Guys, the meeting minutes should be coming out. And volatility is likely to cause or likely to move here. We'll keep an eye on this. Now, here's something you should know about the meeting minutes. They are not always an immediate spike one way or the other. The meeting minutes are usually hey, they're going to cause some volatility, but it's going to be as the market digests it. If you guys have anything that you find from the meeting minutes, please drop it in the chat. There will be probably articles and takes on it as the meeting minutes comes out. So give me just a second. I'm going to see if I can find anything myself. So again, we are looking for meeting minutes updates. Let's see if we can find anything. Go right here, see if I can find something. So we had meeting minutes here. And again, we'll just refresh the page, see if there's anything that's come out. Related stories, nothing here just yet. Dollar hasn't made too much of a move yet. And again, guys, the reason for this is because this meeting minutes, it's a detailed record of the FOMC's most recent meeting, providing in-depth insights into the economic and financial conditions that influence their vote on where to set interest rates. So it's not like a spike where it's like, earlier we had a spike because CPI came out less than expected, caused the markets to move. Well, the meeting minutes it's like a document that basically gets posted, and then the market digests it over the coming, 15, 30 minutes to an hour. A1 Trading impersonating you. Thank you for the notice. Unfortunately, there are so many impersonator accounts of myself and from people from my staff or even just our company. We are constantly banning them as fast as we possibly can, but they just create 10 more every time we ban them. So if you see something, just please know we will never ask you for money. If you want to buy something from us, it'll have to be off of our website, a1trading.com. So yeah. Look at that, gold causing a little bit of a stir here. Is there anything moving on the S&P 500? Not too much, nothing super interesting. And let's see if there's any significant volatility here. Wow, there's 931 of you guys. If you're enjoying the stream, smash that thumbs up button here for us. Help us out on that front. So let's see. Minutes. Here it is. Okay. So usually what I do a lot of times when I'm on stream, instead of just reading through the entire thing, I'll try and search for key things. And a lot of times also wait to see what you guys have. For example, Tristan, thank you for that. The outlook for monetary policy, market-based measures of policy expectations suggested that the federal funds rate would peak in May 2023 and that the target range would then move lower. So very, very interesting stuff there. There's a consensus going on right now. And in terms of the markets, it's a hefty debate. I guess the consensus, generally speaking, is that we'll raise rates 25 basis points more. And then we'll be done. That's kind of the expectation. There are also some people who think that there will be no interest rate hike and that it will just be flat. At least before today, I believe that the number was like 75% of traders think this, economists think this, and like 25% think this. After today's CPI number, it's slightly adjusted, and this number rose and this number fell. Again, more people thinking, hey, there's a slight chance we get no more rate hikes and that is not going to happen, right? Especially with bank crisis fears and, that potentially resurfacing. And, there's that argument. And that's part of the reason why we continue to be long oriented on things like gold in the S&P and short biased on the dollar as that story continues to unfold. Again, not too much volatility. Usually when the meeting minutes come out, if there's something massively, stare you in the face kind of thing, it'll cause some serious volatility. But right now, it doesn't seem to be causing too much of a stir. Yeah. Anyone pay for A1? How much is it? If you're referring to our software tool, you can find out all the information. It is currently 40% off if you're interested in getting it. It's our 1-year celebration, but you can find out plenty of information just on our website, a1trading.com. News didn't do much yet. Not too much. What will happen to DXY in each situation? Please explain. Anant, it's pretty simple in terms of if the Fed, we're focusing on the Fed. If the Fed is more hawkish, meaning more rate hikes and a slower come down of interest rates, that's going to cause the dollar to go up. And then vice versa, if the Fed is like, hey, things are looking good and we think that, we can probably start to stop rate hikes or potentially even discuss cutting rate hikes, it's going to cause the dollar to sell off tremendously and cause things like gold and stocks, and et cetera, to go crazy. Another thing that would, of course, happen is that bonds would be much more attractive in that regards. Right now, we have what is called an inverted yield curve, which is where short-term bonds are more attractive than long-term bonds. And again, that is usually a signal of the market signaling a recession. It's out of the last 50 years. I think it's been right almost every single time, if not every single time. That is right now. That is what we have. So an interesting time in the markets, to say the least. Let's see, any reaction to gold here? The dollar, again, very bearish today, and gold seeing some of that benefit floating higher. Like I've said, if price does retest into the 2000s, I'm interested myself in potentially getting long, and we'll continue to watch that. Take profit on gold. I think that in terms of targets for gold right now, I have two in mind. Short term, I think we probably retest the 2030 mark. If again, things look hot for the gold market and continue to be that way, 2030 is an easy target in my personal opinion. But then you scroll out and you say, well, where next? And I think that, you've got the all-time high staring down the barrel at about 2070. And I think that 2070 probably gets tagged if we do see things continue the way they're continuing, right? Which, again, so soft target at 2030 and a bigger term target, I think, at 2070. Now, I'm not looking to take profits. That would be where I'm looking to trail stops, because I think that we have the potential to even take out all-time highs if this gold market wants to continue. Do I hold any treasury bonds? Lord Trini, no, but I have an account that I've recently opened up, and I'm doing that soon. I'm just putting in some, just diversifying a little bit. With yields being that high, I think that it's a semi, risk-free, pretty attractive offer if you just have money sitting around, in my opinion. So yeah. Have I ever dropped below the 15-minute time frame? Yes. When I was brand new to trading, I would stick all the time on the 15-minute, 5-minute, 1 minute, because it was more exciting. Then as time went on, I found I was way more effective looking at higher time frames, treating things, paying attention to more fundamentals, not just price patterns. I got a little bit more sophisticated with it, for lack of a better term. USD will most likely continue to sink, says Jayla. Jayla, I'm kind of with you. I mean, right now the dollar does not look good, right? We're back down to the lows, tagging support at 101.5. But again, it's support after having a lower high and really under a lot of pressure. Could actually even take out the lows, from here, in my personal opinion. I would not personally be buying the dollar at this time. That's my take. Again, as always, we are not here giving advice. I'm just sharing my thoughts and opinions. So, yeah, guys, real quick, we're going to take a break and hear from our sponsor for a second time today. These streams would not be possible without our sponsor. So let's take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. James, take it away.
Yeah, thanks, Nick. So today I want to remind you guys really quickly that the stream is sponsored by 8cap. And 8cap is an award-winning regulated broker that gives traders a better trading experience. If you choose to trade with 8cap, you'll be able to trade CFDs like gold, Forex pairs, cryptos, indices, and more. Additionally, their spreads are razor thin. They offer up to a 500-to-1 leverage, and their customer support is top-notch. One very cool feature is that they've recently partnered up with TradingView.com, meaning that you can do all of your trading through 8cap directly on TradingView. So if you're a fan of the channel, 8cap has partnered up with us to offer our amazing community a free copy of the Edge Finder, that you can get that trading software that Nick has been looking at 100% for free. And all you have to do is sign up with 8cap and deposit $1,000 or more. This is not just giving away $1,000. This is not purchasing the Edge Finder for $1,000. This is create an account with 8cap, put $1,000 or more into your personal trading account that you will then trade with on 8cap, and we will get you hooked up with the Edge Finder for free. Just do that and then let us know when you're done, and we will hook you up with the Edge Finder for free. So click the link down in the description to learn more. 8cap is the best in the business, and that is why we are proud to be sponsored by them. Click the link in the description, sign up, deposit $1,000 or more, get the Edge Finder for yourself for free. Thank you to 8cap. Now, Nick, back to you.
Thanks, James, for that. And wow, those transitions look great, Chandler. Those are awesome. So behind the scenes, we put together all the sort of stuff for the stream today. And wow, that I'm glad to be back on the software here. I think it looks good, sounds good. It's easy for us, and it's kind of like getting back with an ex-girlfriend. Just kidding. Wouldn't recommend that. Don't do that, anybody. Anyways, I saw somebody in the chat said that they have 43 requests from someone named Trader Nick on Discord. Please note that is not me. I have one Discord account. This is my only Discord account. And I literally have only account Beware of Fakes, because there's so many of them and they keep popping up. Please help us by reporting any Discord accounts that have Trader Nick in them that are not myself. I will not ask you for money. I will not DM you for anything like that. I'm not here to do that. Just be very, very careful. There's just scammers everywhere. By the way, guys, we do have a Discord channel available if you're interested in getting access to Discord. While we are currently doing our Edge Finder sale, we're also doing a chance to get access to the Discord as well. If you want to get access to the Discord, you'll see all the trades that I'm taking. Like, for example, like I mentioned earlier in the stream, I'm long GBPJPY. This is a trade that I've had on for the last 2 days. I've also been long SP500 going into today. So I share all of my trade updates and alerts inside of the Discord channel. If you'd like access to the Discord channel, you can also get access to this right now for a discount. Send us a message on our Talk To by clicking the link that's been dropped in the chat. Or if you'd like to get access to the free version of the Discord with no issues there, we'll also drop the link. We're going to send 2 links in the chat right now. If you want to ask about getting premium, you can click there and ask your questions. But also right here, you can click this link and that will take you to where you can just join the free version of the Discord, which is limited, but it's going to still get you access to see like daily analysis and updates and notifications of the stream going live. So if you're not already in the Discord, make sure that you're in there, especially if you're a regular viewer of the stream. So yeah. Again, still long GJ. Goal is to trail stops here today. Little bit of rejection for those of us watching GBPJPY here. On the 15-minute chart, you can see price tagging 166.55. And we'll keep an eye on this one to see if we can actually break through the highs. If we do get that break, I'm going to look to trail stops pretty aggressively from there, as this one has run really well for me. But I want to make sure I lock in more profit on there if I'm given the chance to. SPX500, again, a nice upward trend overall. Watching for a breakout here as well. If this thing can get one of those big, beautiful green candles, if we can break through that, we'll look to also trail stops on this one as well. That's kind of where I'm at with the S&P as well as that. Euro USD, let's take a look at the Euro. Euro looks super strong, man. It is breaking through highs like no one's business. It is really, really strong right now. If I'm looking at this, I don't really have a preference when it comes to Euro dollar. When I take trades, I like to see bias come in through on the watch list from our software. If it's not on the list, I'm not trading it pretty much. In terms of a momentum short-term trade, I would not be touching it. So I've got long SPX500, both long GJ as well. It's because it's on the Edge Finder, and I like the setup when I looked at the technical chart. So if it's not on this list, I'm probably not interested. If I'm looking at Euro pairs, I'm interested in Euro JPY. Let's go take a look at Euro JPY here this morning. I'm sorry, not this morning, this afternoon now. We've been doing this all day long. And let's check in on the old Euro JPY. Where are we at with this one? Well, price broke out of a clean level of resistance. A pullback in this case could be very, very interesting, right? So if you get a situation in which, here's a break from the lows to the highs, 38.2%. If I'm looking to get long Euro, it's probably going to be against the Japanese yen on a pullback. That would be my opinion. That'd be my take. I do like this one long, but only on a retest. Where we currently sit, I wouldn't be shorting it and I wouldn't be long. I'd only be long on a retest. That's my take on it. So, if you guys watch the streams, I'll give you my takes, right or wrong. I'm throwing them out there. I get criticism when I'm wrong, praise when I'm right. But again, at the end of the day, I don't really care. This is me doing my trading thing. And I'm glad that you guys are here. I'm glad that you're hopefully enjoying the stream and getting value out of it. If you are, do me a quick favor, smash that thumbs up button, support the content. We got 730 people watching. You guys are amazing. Thank you for being here. And hope everybody's trading is going okay. Again, we are trading short yen by proxy. We're long GBPJPY. I keep checking back on this trade because I would like to trail stops on this, but I'm not quite at a point to do so. So we're going to keep watching this and see if we can catch a break on GBPJPY. If I do make an update, again, I'll share it inside of Discord for those of you who are in there. Just keep an eye on this. You'll get a notification. If you guys have your notifications turned on, you should just get a to-do whenever an update comes out. And if you don't have that, feel free to reach out to a support rep. One of our team members can help you with your Discord notifications if you are having issues with that. So yeah. What's going on, my guy? Not a lot, my guy. How are you, my guy? Thanks for being here, and great live. Thanks, M. Dean. Appreciate you. Gold. We've done gold several times. I don't want to spend too much time on gold. I am long biased. Pullbacks to 2000 look interesting to me. That's about where I'm at with it. I have no trades on it. GJ, where's it going? I don't know where it's going, but I'm waiting to see if it can get going above the previous high. We get that breakout, I'm going to trail stops further. And when I say trail stops for newer traders, I'm long at this blue line. I entered in here, small trade, price rallied through those highs, and I was able to trail my stop loss just behind market structure here. So if price breaks market structure, I'll be out of the trade and I'll take profits. But if price is able to rally past the highs, I will look to trail stops further. Hopefully that makes sense. Silver growing exponentially as well. What's going on with silver? XAUUSD. I know it crossed $25. Yeah, look at that. $25 an ounce getting broken here today. $25.50 even printing. What are your thoughts on UJ? No real opinion on UJ, if I'm honest. The reason for that is that I'm pretty bearish on the dollar, but I'm also bearish on the yen. So it's like picking between two, what I would say is unattractive currencies right now. So I don't really have a bias. NASDAQ, yeah, let's take a look at the NAS. NASDAQ shooting to the highs here. Beautiful trend. Honestly, beautiful chart here. I'm loving the indices right now. I'm currently long SPX500 myself. And again, observing market structure here, what we can see, let's clean up our zones a little bit. So price has basically broken out and retested this area several times and shown a lot of resiliency. If you're a day trader, I'd be looking at a break of the highs. That might take you into the next session or even in tomorrow, or break the lows. If you're a momentum trader, I think you're sort of in a nice range here. And let's zoom in just for a second. We'll take a look at the 1 hour chart. So here you go. So this is sort of our daily range, right? For those of you who are NAS traders, resistance came in here, right? 13,075, and support came in here. If you're a bull or a bear, it doesn't matter. We've probably got to pay attention to levels like this, because if price is able to do something like this, that's going to be super bullish in my opinion. And if price breaks the low, right, a retest could be a selling opportunity if you're a bear. But right now we're kind of just stuck in consolidation as the market thinks through basically everything that we got out today. We had CPI earlier, came out cooler than expected. I would say that that's a very bullish thing. And if I'm being forced to pick a direction, I would be bullish. I am bullish on the NASDAQ. I'm bullish on the S&P as well. Thank you, Nick, for your work. Thanks, Carlos. I appreciate you. Double top on GJ. Possibly. I've got my stop trailed if that is the case, and I'll still make money either way. So we're in a good spot there. So yeah. Hi, Nick. Please advise on gold. Will it go up till 2030? I don't know. I am not a fortune teller. I have mentioned I am bullish on the gold market. I've done this chart like 15 times today. At this point, gold is burning a hole in my eyeballs. As if there wasn't already one, right? We all have eyes in our holes in our eyeballs. But the point here, outside of eyeballs, is that we are looking for breakouts, right? At this point, if I'm not in a trade on gold, I wouldn't trade it here, right? I would trade it here if it pulls back. If it doesn't pull back, there's nothing for me to do. But I do generally think that gold will rise. I am bullish on it. Could be wrong about that, as I always can be wrong about that. Please don't take that just because I say something, it's guaranteed. It is absolutely not. I'm wrong frequently. Traders are always going to get it wrong sometimes. But I do have a lean towards more upside for the gold market. Give me words of motivation. Here's some motivation for you. You don't need motivation. You need discipline. Eyeballs with a Z. Yes. You don't need motivation. You need discipline. If you're going to be a trader, motivation is like when you get a cup of coffee. A cup of coffee motivates you. It gets you all excited for a short period of time. And then when it wears off, you're just left with the same old whatever. Same thing with motivation. Motivation is cheap, doesn't last, It's here and it's gone. What you need is discipline. You need to take steps, fix bad habits. If you're trading and you're losing money and you don't know why, stop trading real money, first of all. Start demo testing. Start putting in the work. This stuff is just like a 4-year degree. People think it's going to be some sort of side hobby that makes them a ton of money. It's not. It is such a job to figure out how to trade profitably. It is literally just like trying to go to school for accounting. It's so hard to figure out trading. And figure out just means getting to a point where you're not losing money and you're making slow gains. That's what people think. They don't understand. People just, let me tell you guys, if you think you're going to turn small amounts of money into great wealth through trading in a short period of time, you might as well just get a side job, because it's not how this stuff works. This stuff is long-term. This stuff is all about being disciplined and diligent and growing accounts and depositing more into your accounts and growing that and compounding it. I genuinely think of trading as an advanced savings account. Essentially, when you put savings account in the bank, you get nothing for it, right? Trading, knowing how to trade, is like a savings account that actually yields more generous profits. That's what a good trader does. They don't flip money. They don't, it's not a hustle where you just make tremendous amounts of money off nothing. It's not the reality. If you try and do that, I promise you will lose all your money if you do that long enough. In the short term, you might have a great run, but long term, you're going to blow everything up if you're trying to grow money very quickly. Finally, someone says it. I've been saying it for years, my friend. I'm a broken record on that stuff. It's because it's so frustrating. I'll be transparent with you guys. We run an honest business. We build software tools for traders, and we don't sell a dream. But we know at the same time that selling a dream works. So many people make so much money selling the false realities of this stuff. And it is frustrating because it's like, hey, here's us. We genuinely build great software tools. We educate people to the best of our ability without any false hype or any nonsense. And, we are also fully aware that you could make a lot of money being fake about this stuff, but we don't do that. We're not interested in that. We genuinely have a love for trading here at A1 Trading. And that is, I think that's why we have such a cool audience as well. You guys are testament for that. We have a very, very positive community. Yeah, man, we've been live a lot today. I think I'm going to have to wrap it up here, guys. Before I do, speaking of those software tools, if you would like to learn more, if you'd like to stick around with us, if you'd like to learn within our Discord channel, if you want to get access to our software tools, any of that, chat with us on the website right now. We're going to drop the link one last time. This is your final chance today to get access to our Edge Finder product, our software here. You can take a look at what smart money is doing, retail sentiment. You can get access to our Discord channel and see all the trades that we're taking in real time. No nonsense, no hype, no selling dreams, real trading. If you want to join us, you want to learn with us, get access to the software, do whatever, click this link and ask us about our discounts. We have a massive discount going on. And if you are a fan of the channel, do not miss out on that discount. Click that link, ask about the discounts to the group or to the software, and someone from my team who's standing by will help you out. Thanks, guys, for tuning in to another stream. Have a great rest of your day. Trade safe, and we'll see you back tomorrow. See you later, guys.
Thanks again for watching today's show. Our goal at A1 Trading is to continue to share free value to our audience through daily videos and articles, keeping you up to date with the latest market coverage. If you enjoy our content, make sure to subscribe for more. And remember, if you open a $1,000 or more trading account with 8cap, you'll receive a free copy of the Edge Finder. Click the link in the description below to find out more. From all of us at A1 Trading, have a great day, and we'll see you next time.